Ayan. Are we live? Alright! Welcome to the very first episode of the RFC Tuesday Podcast, the weekly show on the web where we invite the best and the brightest in the financial service industry and learn from their success.
This show is I'm muted. This show is powered by the IARFCPH, the Philippine chapter of the International Association of Registered Financial Consultants. The IARFCPH is an association dedicated to the craft of financial consulting. The association is the sole organization authorized to conduct RFC conversion courses as well as continuing education in the field of financial consulting. So, John, we are your hosts. I'm Lui Baarde, a registered financial consultant and the founder of the Financial Passionate and Passionate Creators.
I am Coach John, a registered financial consultant and life coach in NLP Manila.
You're muted, Sir Ryan. You're muted. Yes, okay po. Whew, shaky. Shake tayo.
I'm Ryan Daez,
Yes.
a registered financial consultant and chartered wealth manager.
Nice.
I'm André Obierez, a registered financial consultant and also a stockbroker.
Hi, Andre. Hi, Kuya Ryan and John.
Hi, Louie.
By the
Yes.
way, thank you everyone and we want to wish everyone just to be safe. May padating po tayo na bagyo. Ayan.
Yes.
So,
Ulysses.
ating mga hosts na abol naman, to emphasize lang, si Sir Andre, ayan, aside from being a broker, he is also an equity research analyst for an Australian investment company where he is responsible for managing the Asian segment of the portfolio. He also has a column in Palawan Daily News. Ayan.
Oh.
Si Kuya Ryan naman, MDRT back in 2015. President's Council awardee as well as multiple awards from Manulife and was senior training manager and subject matter expert for financial planning with AXA Philippines and currently the accredited lecturer for the IARFC Conversion Course. Hindi ko alam yun
Grabe.
Yeah. Wow. Kuya.
Kaya kuya.
Yeah. And of course, si Louie, my good friend here, the founder of the Financial Passionate, which now has 38,000 followers and
Wow, dami.
creators that teaches
Grabe.
branding and content creation. Tama ang dami. With 120 plus active entrepreneurs, advisors, and freelancers.
Yes, sweet. And of course, syempre si Coach John naman, who has helped a lot of lives na rin, and not only with life coaching, but of course, hundreds of lives in the area of their finances as well. Multi-awarded din siya and speaks in seminars as well. He's also a cum laude in RFC, kagaya ni Andre, ni Kuya Ryan,
What about you?
and of course me. Syempre, wala tayo dito. Di pa payag si Miss Grace kung hindi tayo cum laude.
Oo nga. Congrats nga pala.
Correct.
Yes! Uy, wait lang. Mag-hi muna tayo. Mag-hi muna tayo
Mag-hi.
saglit. Ang dami na nag-comment. Hello, Miss Grace. Good evening. Hello.
Wow.
And,
Evening.
Mary Ann Balingit Trinidad. Hello po, Miss Mary Ann. Uy, ice. Mas ice dito. Israel
Trinidad and
Panganiban.
Partners.
Yes. And also, hello, Miss Lizette Taiko. Hi daw, Sir Ryan and everyone.
Oh,
Nice.
Hi everyone, good
Thank
evening.
you for joining us.
Yes. Okay, John.
Ayan. So by the way, guys, for tonight's episode, I told you guys earlier na we would be inviting. Pero syempre, since this is our very first episode, we would like to get to know muna sino yung mga host ninyo. So, para maging familiar kayo, sino yung makikita nyo every week. So we'll be talking about how we got into the financial industry, and then our challenges, and what has happened to us since we've started yung sa RFC courses
Yeah,
na.
exciting night. Pero before that, gusto ko lang mag-comment. Hello ulit, Jewel. Hi, Jewel. Mga PC to. Hi, Ice. So, comment kayo dyan. Anong question mo for the day, Andre? What's your question for the day? What's your question for the day para mag-comment sila ng message nila?
Oh yeah, for everyone, where are you from? I mean, like for the rest of the team, most of them are in Manila, right? I'm based in Cebu, so it would be nice to know where you're from, so we can tell, how broad our audience is.
Okay. Ako from Paranaque. Kayo, Kuya Ryan and John.
Ako taga Mandaluyong, Labas.
Ay, mga Metro Manila to. Si John din eh.
Oh, actually, I'm in Angeles, Pampanga.
Oh, you're in Pampanga. I didn't know.
Kabalen.
Oh, nice.
Oh. Yeah.
So yeah,
We
sige,
should have
wait.
a road trip there. Masarap yung sisig doon, di
Oh
ba?
my gosh, yeah, that's true.
Original sisig.
Yeah, so kung meron kayo comment nyo lang dyan, where are you from? Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Okay, so on to the show. John.
Ang nga pala is watching. Hi, ma.
Hello po,
Alright.
Tita,
Okay.
Mrs. Dizon.
Hi, Tita. Thank you for listening.
Si Ice from Cagayan de Oro, Mindanao. Nice. Okay.
Wow. We're reaching as
CDO,
far as
Antipolo,
Mindanao.
si Miss
Nice.
Grace.
Wow.
Diyan yung mga magaganda sa Antipolo. Kaya siguro,
Sige, before we
Yes.
Magandang nanay natin.
we wanna go on to the show.
So guys, everybody, we would like to invite you to like us on Facebook and follow us there for future announcements. And if you have topics that you think that you want to ask us, please write it in the comment section.
Yes, please.
Yeah, we'll make sure to cover it in later episodes.
yes. Okay.
Yes.
So remember, guys, this is gonna be a weekly show. Remember us every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Ayan.
Okay.
Now on to our show. Okay, so we'll be discussing how we got into the financial industry. I actually wanted so kanina may ano tayo mas senior sa atin ng kakaunti.
Aray ko.
Review ko.
Natamaan agad si Kuya Ryan.
Guilty as charged.
Let them guess. Hindi natin ayun. How did you get first into the financial industry? Ano ba yung back before, Kuya Ryan?
Okay. I actually graduated BS Industrial Design from the College of St. Benilde. Layo, di ba? And then, when I was married, there were some problems with the family business, and I had to explore other opportunities. My wife was the first one who joined or was recruited in the financial services industry. But because of the demand of her work in the bank, she forced me to join instead of her. So, ganun, accidental, like most people. I don't know you guys if you intentionally chose to be part of the insurance industry, if you were part of the insurance industry. But like most people, ako, hindi ko pinili. Pinilit ako. Berinaso ako eh. Ayan, so I joined the insurance industry in 2001 and the rest was history.
Oh, 2001. Dami yung experience na, Kuya Ryan. Sobrang...
Wow.
I started at a very young age of 12.
Meant to be kaya pala. Iba din talaga, no? Meant to be talaga kahit na braso ka lang, di ba? You stayed. Usually talaga nadadala tayo to places na where we're supposed to be.
Yes.
I can now actually see bakit kayo tinamaan nung sinabi kong medyo senior.
2001. Nasaan ba ako 2001, Kuya Ryan?
Aray ko.
2001, grade 3.
Oh my goodness. I feel so old.
That was my first
Love
grade.
ka pa din namin, Kuya Ryan.
Kapag bata, konti ang buhok.
Ayan, okay.
Kanino mo gusto ipasa ang next?
Di ipasa natin kay André.
Go! Ayan, pamain na lang.
me.
Pamain.
Also, shiny
Ang kilabot.
Kilabot
So
ng
for me, it's more intentional. Unlike you, Kuya, you stumbled into finance, or for some of our members in the association, that many of them were also stumbled into finance. Mine was really intentional. When I was in college, I was actively trading. When I turned 18, I opened an account in an online brokerage, started trading aggressively. Then I also did, aside from trading stocks, I was also reading about personal finance, like how should I prepare for my future, how should I prepare for retirement, all that stuff, and that got me interested to dive deeper. And then when I reached my fourth year in college, my senior year, I applied for an internship in a local brokerage, and good thing Sir Ernest, hi, if you're listening, he invited me to be an intern in trading. So I would monitor the markets, and that really got me hooked. And then when I graduated, I went to Manila straight away, applied to a brokerage, tried to get my license, and the rest is history. I from that point on to present, it has always been in the financial services. I've been a stockbroker for a long time. Then sometime in 2015, an Australian company invited me to write research for them, and that's how I also broadened my horizons. Instead of just focusing on local stocks, that's when I also started covering international stocks. So it's mostly been on the investment side for me. And then last year, I just finished the RFC program. And yeah, there you go.
Grabe, sobrang bata mo pala nag-start, Andre.
Yeah.
High school? High school?
No.
College.
Yeah, college. The
Grabe.
K-12 system wasn't implemented back then. So it was my second year in college when I started trading.
Yeah.
It was also timely too, 2009.
Oh,
Nice.
crash
Kaya
lang.
market.
Yeah, the
Oo.
market started going up. So it got me hooked.
Wow. Ang galing, ang galing. Sobrang, ever since, ilang taon ka na ba ngayon, Andre? How old are you?
29.
Oh.
Wow.
So, super tagal na. Like mga 10 years. 10 years.
Yeah. So yeah, I've been trading stocks since then.
Kaya pala when you ask Andre a question, no, kaya niya mag-go on and on, ins and outs ng stock market. Alam na alam ni Andre, the investment guy. Yes.
What about you, Louis? It's easy for you to also communicate. So, what about sharing your story?
For me naman, actually, noong 2018, I was working a full-time job kasi siya. So, I was working there for almost 3 years. And then, alam niyo yung quarter life crisis. So, yun sa quarter life crisis na yun, I was thinking of parang, is this it? Parang, I want to, alam niyo yung, kanina si Jim Collins, right? So, yung education of Jim Collins ay, yung three sides of the triangle that will make you feel fulfilled, pati highly engaged sa work mo. So, that's service, growth, and communal success. Yun yung parang without one, you feel empty, you feel unfulfilled. That's why parang narealize ko doon, growth na yung nawawala. And I was so young pa, diba? Parang I want to explore. So, after watching The Greatest Showman, parang after a month after I resigned. So, sobrang trigger siya. And actually, I have no plans talaga. Plan ko lang mag-MBA. But then, during the time from my MBA, kasi I resigned like March, and ng September, September pa yung next ng class. So, matagal pa ng March to September. Tapos, ang raming nangyayari until umabot sa, like, naging broke na ako. Like, wala pa akong alam about personal finance. Kasi alam ko, rami akong ipon, but again, parang, I want to take charge na. I'm getting older na. So, doon ako naging parang super na in love with, like, learning about personal finance. And from there, yung opportunity nga, yung PruLife, dumating yung PruLife, and because of PruLife, parang, I wanted to start a brand. Kasi the way I learn is through teaching. So, gusto kong gumawa, and creative outlet ko na rin, yung the financial passionate. So, yung ginawa ko na siya, like, yun, from there, doon ako nag-start na sobrang, wow, very addicted sa personal finance. That's why sobrang appealing sa akin yung RFC. And we'll talk more about that naman later. Pero, yun, so that's how I started. Like, hindi siya like Kuya Ryan and André na talagang sobrang tagal na. But, yeah, sobrang tagal na. Mga veterano, oo. But, with that, ang sarap lang din when you, di ba, alam niyo yun when you get to help people, especially sa finances, yun yung, ang dami kasi dahil hindi siya taught in school, it's really, parang they really rely dun sa mga tao na who can educate them. So, it's ang ganda rin yan. So, yun. Kung naman, John, ikaw na lang.
Right. I would agree with you first, before I go on with mine, na you are such an educator.
Oh, I love you.
Romance.
Actually, very expressive si Lui kapag ganyan. Talaga.
Yeah.
Which, di ako ganun ka, So, sometimes may hesitation kung I love you. Anyway, yun.
I love you. Joke na. Sige, go. Zoom na kita.
Actually, si Louie was the reason why napadpad ako sa RSC. But later, I'll tell you guys more about that. Ako, how did I get into the financial industry? I'm an IT guy, guys. So, supposedly, sa Lasal, mamimit ko rin dapat si si Louie. Actually, we should have met in our lives 3 times already. Parang ganun kami dapat mag-meet na tao. Ayun. Anyway, I was doing my IT work. Okay naman yung sweldo kahit pa paano. Pwede ka na mabuhay for the rest of your life, my life. Pero, something is, kumbaga parang tinadrag ko yung feet ko araw-araw papunta sa work. So, sabi ko, parang ayoko to. Parang, okay, isip-isip anong meron. Pero while I was doing that, I was already helping my office mates sa IT industry. So, teaching them to open up a call account, ayan, referring them to my insurance agent. Pero hindi pa pumasok sa akin na mag-insurance agent or something. Sabi ko lang, ang passion ko is psychology. So, I went back to school, did master's in psychology, ulit, trying myself because yung IT ko, hindi masyado maganda yung grades ko in college and experience. Trying to redeem myself, ayun. So ito, because ako na yung nagpapaaral sa akin at the masters, dapat lang, di ba? Pumasok si Brew. I was invited by my cousin. Ayun, I just tried it.
Anong year yun? Anong year ka pumasok sa Brew, John?
2017.
Okay. 2 years earlier ka sa akin.
September. Yun. So, tinry ko lang. Actually, I was very introverted. So, hindi ko alam. Try lang. Ayun. So, in 3 months, nagustuhan ko siya. Because, actually, nag-take ako ng psychology because I wanted to know more about life. How our mind works, how behavior of a human is. So, nung pumasok si Prue, ang dami ko na-meet na kliyente. Being an introvert myself. Ngayon, sobrang daldal ko na, by the way. And,
turn around face,
around, yes. Sobrang konti yung nami-meet kong tao. So, syempre sa sales, you have to meet a lot of people, di ba? So, actually, na-enjoy ko siya. So, after 3 months, I jumped into full-time agad. Ayun. And the rest is history na. Ika ka.
Pero yeah, I agree. Like si John, actually, kaya kami naging close ni John kasi nagkasama kami sa isang trip. Tapos roommates kami yung hindi masyado na, hindi kami nakapag-book ng hotel. Kaya parang, wala ka pong roommates, sige tayo roommates, tapos sobrang doon kami. Grabe yung, conversations namin ni John kasama si Mami Meg, diba John? And agree din, same kami school, same ng course, pero hindi kami nagkakitaan kasi, so tanda sa akin si John.
In her company before.
Yeah, you applied din sa... Oh, yeah. Ayaw nga, kwento mo sa akin before. Yeah.
Standard, kaya hindi ako nakapasok. It was an IT company.
Ang galing, no? Like, all of us here na we came from different backgrounds. And ang ganda rin, as an RFC, like, kita nyo, ako, mas nag-focus ako on, like, ngayon, with helping branding, yung mga business owners. And with that, I'm also learning ngayon. Gusto ko sa help ni Andre to learn more about trading, di ba? Si Andre naman, ang investment guy natin. Anything na you want to ask about investments, yan. Nakodata rin yan. Super very generous si Andre sa pag-educate ng ibang tao. And si Coach John, NLP Coach yan. And grabe, nag-NLP session kami before ni John. Nakalibre ako sa kanya sa kasi nga roommates kami. And di ba, John, sabi ko sa'yo, yung mga ni-visualize ko doon, nangyari siya this year. Nangyayari siya. Like, mind blown ako. And of course, si Kuya Ryan. Isa yan sa professors ng RFC. And sobrang grabe, like, anak yan ni Miss Grace. In terms of financial planning, anything, tanungin nyo dyan. All types of financial planning, di ba? Yun naman yung gusto natin malaman dito eh. Bakit? Ano ba yung tools natin as financial advisors? Are we just insurance agents? No, di ba? Are we just stockbrokers? No, we actually are handling portfolios of our clients. And Kuya Ryan yung best person for that. Talaga.
Si Miss Grace na kanya.
Di ba? Meron tayong professor ka kasama dito, pero kuya-kuya din namin. Kasi kaedaran lang, kalapit lang yung mga edad namin.
Oo. Yes. Kalapit nila yung edad ng mga anak ko.
Mga anak. Yes.
Ayan. We would like to know, kasi some of us hindi naman tayo, like for example, si Kuya Ryan. Unahin na kita ulit, Kuya Ryan.
Sure. According to age naman yata eh.
Ang background nyo is design, correct?
Yes, industrial design.
College is
yes.
My kind of people.
Challenge. Kasi it's a different side of the brain, di ba? It's right brain, correct? Sa mga arts.
Same challenge.
Mo when you became a financial advisor.
Actually, may konting background naman. Kasi yung ginawa nga ng binild na style sa curriculum ng industrial design is science. So, when I had my psychology course, I found out that I use both sides of my brain actually, which is which was peculiar. Parang dalawa lang kaming lumabas na ganun yung resulta. So, I had 3 units of business mathematics. So, meron akong background ng time value of money. Yun yung mas napakinabangan ko, di ba?
I love that.
So, if you ask me now about time value of money, I can, kahit paikot-ikutin mo yan, beginning or end, whatever, kaya ko sagutin yan. But anyways, yung challenges, I wasn't always productive when I was an insurance advisor. I actually got almost terminated about 2-3 times. The other week or 2 weeks ago, I was talking to my former sub-branch manager before na one-on-one kami kasi I wasn't doing okay. Mm-hmm. He was about to hand me my walking papers. And the branch that I used to belong, medyo matindi ang requirement for productivity. That time, I was part-time. We were still trying to salvage our business then. And then I tried my hat in insurance advisory. But I guess yung turnaround, I was looking for more. When I finally delved in full-time, so I found my passion, just like you guys. I was able to meet a lot of people. I was able to help out a lot of friends. Actually, marami akong kilala sa College of Computer Studies, John. Mm-hmm. Marami akong friends dyan na teacher. Hindi ko lang alam kung inabutan mo si Yami.
Si Miss Yami.
Si Miss Yami, di ba?
Yami.
Si Bob, hindi mo na inabutan si Bob Ligaspi siguro. Anyways, so those two are my good friends back in college kasi I was a member of CYA. Anyways, so finally at some point I was looking for more kasi parang is it just production or is it just about selling insurance? And finally, one of this PFAP or yung Professional Insurance and Financial Advisors Association of the Philippines was tied up with RFC back then. They shared this learning session with Edwin Moro, the former chairman of IARFC USA. So that got me hooked. So they gave me a sweet package in my course. So the rest was history. Then eventually, lagi ako na-invite na mag-host ng event. So RFC actually helped me spread my wings. And from then, aside from being able to help my clients, production was more even steadier and larger. Not because brinasok ko yung client, more of na-realize nila na kasi hindi naman lahat dati mag-engage sa atin as financial consultant. But those who did, I had some clients who engaged me as a financial consultant before they even got insurance policies. They saw how different it was. So I saw the transformation in clients' lives, and from being heavily indebted, bumibili na ng properties. Dati nagre-rent lang sila, yung mga ganon. So when you see lives transform, you will see how beautiful this financial consultancy is, and how big an impact it can create in the lives of our clients.
Yeah. I agree.
That's so true. That's so true. It reminds me of something Michael Kitces would say. He's one of the well-known financial consultants in the US. They say that we don't measure our success in sales figures. We measure our success on life outcomes.
Oh,
You know, like how,
I agree.
diba? Like what you actually
Ganda.
achieve, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Like what your advice actually helped send a client's kid to school, or you pretty much secure their retirement, and that they won't rely entirely on the government, SSS, that sort of thing. You know, it's the change that you can do, and that's what RFC has brought, at least in my case, based on my experience. Talking about that, I've seen a comment. Someone was asking about the difference between an RFC and am I correct?
Yeah, I think Ice Israel. He's asking about the advantages of being an RFP for me as a financial insurance or advisor. But yeah, to clarify lang, we're RFCs, registered financial consultants. It's from the International Association of Registered Financial Consultants. And I think we're gonna discuss more about the advantages nun in sa next part ng sa last part. Pero yun, do you have any comment doon on Andre?
Well, for me, at least what I've encountered is that we're really focused on improvement. You know, not just improvement for our understanding of basic finance, personal finance, but also in our craft. We do a lot of continuing education that has helped me open my horizons.
Yeah.
If I could share my challenges, that's one of the challenges I faced when I as an RFC. Before, like I said, I've always been a stockbroker, right? So in terms of perspective, my focus has entirely been on just investments. But as I've dealt with my clients, some of them would encounter certain problems, and they'd ask me about it. And only having a background entirely on investments made my understanding lacking. So that's why I saw the value of the RFC. It has given me perspective, so I could look at a client's circumstances from a more comprehensive perspective. No, I'd only look at how much money they make, what kind of investment risk they'll be facing. You know, it was entirely just that.
Yes.
Making money. But with the RFC, I could now look at it from the perspective of a life outcome. Will this investment decision help them achieve, their goal, which is retirement?
Right.
Or could this investment objective help them finance their child's education? That sort of, basically a broader perspective. And I think that's one of the best parts about the RFC. Opens your horizons.
Correct.
I agree with that.
Yeah. Go, John.
Yeah, I think medyo common sa mga lahat ng students na nag-aaral ng RFC na they have an inkling to know what's more out there. Kasi if we are in our field, you are in the stocks industry, ako in the insurance, kumbaga. Sometimes, nandun na lang yung mata natin Pero there's an inkling na, is this really the best for my client when we don't see the whole picture? Oo. So in RFC kasi, doon mo makikita ano ba talaga kailangan ng tao to? And we start from the goal of the person. So I think it's a common na the best for the client ang hinahanap kapag kinuha yung course ng RFC. Which sabi mo nga kanina, Andre, something about the life outcome. Can you repeat that?
Yeah, I just remember this from a quote by Michael Kitces, one of the popular well-known advisors in the US. He said that they don't measure success based on sales; they measure it on life outcomes.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Correct.
In life,
That's beautiful.
we become more successful as we help other people more. Doors will open for us. Hindi ka mahihirapan. It's not gonna be challenging at all. Kasi when that client knows that you have the best intention for that person, wala. Magre-refer na lang yan na magre-refer because you are, first of all, trustworthy and you have the best intention for that person.
Correct.
Yes. It's
Ako,
fulfilling no? Yes,
Yeah.
Kuya Ryan.
Yeah.
Na-experience ko when I took RFC, ang hirap nung yung when you learn the things that you learned in RFC. That's why it took me a while to get my MDRT kasi I'm always pro-client. My SMT would always come to me, Ryan, bakit ito yung binenta mong produkto? Bakit ang laki nung schedule top-up nung premium ng client mo? Yun yung kailangan niya kasi. So, ako, it really took me a while before I got my MDRT kasi I always look after the needs of my clients first. And so far, I'm happy because they're still my friends and they pray for me.
Yeah.
And many of them became my close friends na we eat dinner at their house. Yung isa nga, nakabili na ng bahay. Sabi niya, pag nag-blessing, kami isa sa mga unang bisita. Buong family ko. So, kumbaga, my wife and I was able to help them buy a house through a loan and many more. Kumbaga, even get better pay. Many of the things that I do in my practice, actually, I never learned them in the classroom. But you learn them over experience and time.
Yes.
Na magugulat ka na lang yung with the groundwork that was laid in the course. Matututunan mo siya. Kasi you'll try to find out and research how to do it.
Yeah.
Then ask around, yan. And then you validate it. So far, my clients are happy. They're happy paying me. So, yun lang.
Yeah, and I think, talking about challenges, diba? Like, as someone na beginner, or even kayo, like Andre, you've been doing sa stocks, diba? You've been working as a stockbroker since you graduated college, diba?
Yeah.
And a lot of us, diba, we may have started like, lalo na tayo, John, sa insurance industry. I think the challenge for me was really identifying kasi hindi ako convincing until I'm convinced. Yun naman yun eh. So and again, tama, I'm a person na I look at the big picture. Kasi more on strategic nga, mas strategic yung attack ko. That's why super love ko yung RFC because ang ginagawa niya sa atin, it provides us the fundamentals of financial planning, from cash flow management, risk management, investment planning, retirement planning, estate planning, everything. And then from there you can specialize. Like si Andre sa investment planning, 'di ba? Kay John, kay Kuya Ryan, cash flow management, 'di ba? But importante, alam mo how it connects to the other aspects, which yun yung napoprovide ng RFC. And when I became an RFC, I became more confident in answering the questions of my clients, and hindi na ako takot lumapit sa kahit sinong kliyente and even talk to like grown-ups, mga baby boomers, mga Gen X, tama ba? Mga Gen Xers, like mga parents ng sa older sa akin, kasi before like baka they know more eh. Even if mga matataas ng position na executives, like ngayon I can help them because I'm not really, hindi ako nagmamarunong na I know about like what to do with their portfolio, but I can solve your problem and I can help you get to your goal because alam ko yung tools. I can help you do that, and that's the thing na pinaghirapan natin, 'di ba? Yung paggawa ng financial plan. And actually, that's fun for me. Actually, feeling ko fun din siya for John, lalo na tayo, komsay, mga problem solvers. We try to figure out the best path na mas optimized, mas efficient, na will maximize resources. That's why, yun yung gusto ko with that. Like, alam ko yung, di ba, as an insurance agent, tayo, what we do is, lifetime partnership siya once they get insurance from us. So, we want to guide them through all their life stages. Kung nag-change na yan, nag-asawa sila, I want to be there to help them, okay, reallocate na, ayusin natin yung portfolio mo kasi nag-change yung priorities mo, which is taught sa RFC. So, sobrang confident mo na ngayon dahil, tsaka mas magiging confident ka pa as you deal with new clients. Ang gusto ko dito yung network. Kasi example, I have a client na nahirapan ako i-address yung concern niya. Andyan si Miss Grace, andyan si Kuya Ryan. Like, we can easily compare notes, diba, na this happened to my client. Parang ganun. So, nagiging network siya of financial consultants, parang doctors ng money.
Oh.
Diba? So, yeah, that's what I love about it.
Ako, let me just share. When I was doing my personal financial plan thesis, the person that I reached out to was Grace Escobar. She wasn't even the lecturer in my course. Oo. We hooked up. I called her up. She was gracious enough to answer my call. So, kumbaga, I learned a lot from her. Kasi ang dami kong tanong na wala makasagot. So I guess, if not for her, hindi rin ako magper-pursue eh.
Yeah.
So, ayan.
Iba talaga yung ni Miss Grace, do. Ako din, may problem ako sa isang client ko, and that client na sobrang in trouble siya, especially during the pandemic because of yung equity investments. Si Miss Grace talaga yung person na natawagan ko doon, and like how we can parang, okay, ano yung maganda? Kasi there are different ways to handle a situation. If you know all the tools, diba, you can find the most parang efficient way. So, yun, ang ganda talaga ng network. And we have you, Kuya Ryan, ngayon, diba? Like every Tuesday, meron na tayong area na we can talk about it. So, sobrang thankful ako.
Oh, ayun. The plan itself na is hard to do na. I remember doing like plan, parang we were doing it in a group kasi nagtutulungan talaga kami.
Yeah.
Different cases to eh. Pero talagang nagtatanungan kami, bakit ganito? Bakit ganyan? So, when we were done, I did my own rin eh. Doon ko parang nakita na parang, ang dami ko pa palang kulang. So, adjust. But even kasi it's not the end. That's why we have continuing education in RFC, di ba? And ang ganda ng sinabi mo, Lui, kanina, that we have the pool of mentors that we can ask. Kasi the financial plan, when we do it for our clients, by the way, guys, it's like a thesis book so that the client can see ano ba talaga yung, paano ma-optimize yung wealth management nila. So, even making that, meron mga iba, sobrang complicated na po ng mga kaperahan nila.
Situation.
So, that we cannot handle it ourselves. The great thing in RFC is that we have a pool of mentors that we can ask. We can consult. Ayun.
Yes, and also to before we proceed, diba, sa pinaka RFC na, I just want to share lang, like sobrang dami nating financial advisors. Sobrang dami na. Especially dito, nagiging crowded na in Metro Manila, and even, I think sa Cebu din, dumadami siya. Insurance agents in particular. And I think before, my main problem was prospecting, finding clients. And finding clients, it requires you to differentiate yourself, to brand yourself. And branding yourself, it's more than just the aesthetics, the colors, diba? It's also showing competence. And I think yun yung isa, when I started my page, yung RFC super nakahelp sa akin to gain that confidence na, okay, I know these things. Kasi it also helped me, parang yun nga, to create case studies. Kasi lahat ng clients ko ngayon, hindi lang, walang spiel, walang presentation. As in, it's really, planning with that person, para kang in-interview mo sila, tapos binubuo mo. And I think that's a differentiating factor. Sobrang laki ang pagiging RFC. Nakatulong sa akin sa pag-prospecting na I can now, sobrang confident ko. Diba, alam mo yun, last year, ang early senior achievers ako dyan, ang early ng pag-seek ng mga tao na parang hindi na talaga ako natatakot, especially high net worth clients. Kasi I know na a lot of people na even executives, they earn a lot, but sometimes nagkaka-trouble sila on like paano ba to? How can I parang make my portfolio yung parang it will give the greatest returns and it will fulfill my goal. So, I think yun, sobrang thankful ako sa RFC because of that. So, yun.
Nice.
Have the confidence and you're not afraid to charge kasi you're worth it.
Yes. Oh, definitely.
Correct.
Yeah. Charging
Yeah,
na.
Sorry to interrupt. Talking about the confidence, one thing I noticed with our designation with the RFC is that it's very practical or is very practice oriented, right? Have you guys noticed that our mentors, our professors focus a lot on building a comprehensive financial plan?
Mhm.
You've noticed that, right?
Yes.
If you compare that with
Yes.
some other designations, we're not degrading. We're just talking about the comparisons. Most of them either require you to attend a seminar and then take an exam, or just take an exam altogether, self-study. So there's a big difference between just looking at it from the theoretical side, whereas in our experience with the RFC, it's really practical. So in the classroom, we're required to learn as much as we can and then make a thesis, right? Make a comprehensive financial plan. And in real life, we also try to position it that way, right? I mean, at least in my practice, when I talk to clients, it's always with the end goal of knowing what they need to achieve and then crafting a comprehensive financial plan around it. And it's not just, oh, this is what you need to do, not just the theory, but actual putting it into practice. Writing a plan, yeah, right?
Yeah.
So talking about that,
Yeah,
that's what I enjoyed or noticed about my experience with the RFC class in 2019. The professors came in, they started sharing their wisdom, their accumulated wisdom in their practice, and it's not just talking about, oh, this is the time value of money, blah blah blah. They always compare it to application, right? Have you guys noticed that?
Yeah.
At least that's what I've noticed. Like when they start talking about educational planning, the time value of money, there's also the component about how do you put that into practice, and then we'd have to cross-check the information with the local universities, and then check with the actual inflation rate. It's pretty fascinating to actually see the real numbers and make an actual plan that reflects reality, right?
Yeah.
And it's not just talking about in theory. So that's what I noticed, the main differentiating factor of the RFC. And then in terms of practice, it has definitely changed how I approach with my clients. Before, all I talk about is, this is how much money you'd make when you trade the stock, you buy the stock, it'll go up 10%, blah, 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 that sort of stuff, right? But now, like what you said earlier, Louis, that you're interviewing your client. It's an actual conversation. It's not a sales pitch anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, right? You try. Before, they just close up their guard and then try to, it's harder to actually reach into the person. Now, when you talk to them, you're asking them what they really want. And in my practice, that has been one major differentiator. From a regular stockbroker to an actual RFC practitioner, we start talking about their personal life.
Yeah.
How many children do they have? Most of the time, they don't even bother talking about that, right? And it's one of the most important things to parents, their children.
Yes.
So, it's a different perspective and has leveled up my practice at least.
Yeah.
And before, clients would just talk to me about what's the best stock to buy. Now they talk to me about everything, like what you said, right, Kuya? They invite you in their personal milestones. You're part of it now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
May nagsabi na nga sa akin, kukunin raw ako ni Ninong pag kinasal siya.
Yeah, there you go.
Hindi. Ninong ng anak lang siguro, Kuya Ryan.
Hindi, Ninong ng kasal.
Kasal talaga. Pero yeah, super inspiring on Andre. That's true. It's not a sales pitch anymore. It's a conversation. And yung goal mo is not to sell something, but actually try to spot the problem and find the solution.
The person.
Yes. Ganda, ganda.
Ang sabi ni Sir Andre, it's really personal and practical well. You can put it into practice, you can apply it. That's why it's great, and you can see the benefit of it. And not only that, parang because of that, because it's very personal and it's long term, you can build a relationship. Tignan mo nga kay Kuya Ryan, di ba?
Ninong na. Oo.
Hindi pa, medyo, wala pang girlfriend pero nagpasintabi na.
Good.
Yeah. And I think it's true din naman for a lot of, I know a lot of mga insurance agents, MDRTs, na ganun din, even without the designation. But, ano lang kasi, ang maganda with the RFC profession is you're a registered financial consultant talaga. You're a professional. You can give advice, you can create a comprehensive financial plan, and you can do it confidently, and you can do it kasi you are competent enough, you know how to handle those stuff. If pag hindi, you have a network of mentors and other RFCs to help you as well. So, ang ganda. Even with my experience dun sa 7 days, no? 6-day intensive training before.
Yeah.
Like, you
Yeah,
get super...
6 days.
6 days, right? So, 6 days has different topics na super immersive whole day. Grabe yung experience na when you ask questions, very kasi yung group Like, pwede ka magbato ng questions and minsan you solve it on the spot. Kasi nga, again, practical sila It's not theoretical. So, you can throw as much cases sa professors and they can handle it on the spot. Tapos tutulungan ka nila, how can you solve it? So, that's what I love about it. Kasi you put into action agad yung natutunan mo. It's not just textbook. Actually, hindi ko nga nababasa na yung textbook The lecture itself, like, you get to learn a lot because parang feeling mo you're experiencing what the professor parang is experienced before. Diba, Professor Ryan, Kuya Ryan, as a professor?
Totoo yan. Actually, if you browse through the manual, maraming hindi lumalabas doon. And if you go through it, there's a wealth of knowledge and wisdom that you can rummage in the manual that was given us.
Mm-hmm.
This 1 hour show is not enough to discuss all of it. Kumbaga. So, sa akin yung paggawa ng financial plan, it's like writing a book for a client all the time. Kasi you're recording what went on, how they are, how they can become, how they get from point A to point B.
Correct.
And you show several scenarios on how to do it. So, I guess, medyo iba ang pagkakaturo sa RFC. I took RFP, actually, by the way, when I was an employee of AXA. Kasi sila yung partner ng AXA back then. I don't know if that's still true right now. But I learned a lot. But ang maganda sa RFC, yun nga, yung mga lecturers, they really teach. And there's an international stamp of approval that backs up what you learn. So, the name speaks itself, International Association of Registered Financial Consultants. So, it's an internationally recognized designation that says that this person who underwent this 6-day intensive course, created a financial plan, graduated, can help people live better lives, kumbaga.
Tsaka, speaking of po, yun din ako natuwa. Kasi, di ba, you've seen our diploma, no? As in, like, from the US siya. And ang maganda pa doon, we are known na even if sa US, we can practice. Tama?
Yes.
Yun yung parang, yun yung gusto ko yung na flexibility of it all. You just need to study lang different currency. But yung matinuturo sa internationally, diba? Everything.
It applies.
Pareho, it applies. We're all, the same yung knowledge natin. We're just parang, again, pag lumipat man tayo, still an RFC ka. So, bukod sa pin, love ko talaga. I really,
RFC pin natin, no?
mga pins natin. Yeah, I really appreciate yung ating designation and super proud of it ako. Yes.
The time flies so fast.
Yes.
Meron tayong mga questions. Ayan, meron tayong isang question actually.
Wow.
How is the IARFC from Philvirai curriculum different between its classroom setup pre-COVID and online setup now? Thank you. Ayan, since tayo?
Ano na? Sorry, John?
Paano daw different?
Different. Ayan, Kuya Ryan, di ko makakasagot niya.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, it's practically the same, except that you don't see the lecturer and your classmates physically. So you see them online. The lecture is quite the same. It was a bit of a challenge kasi syempre iba yung pag natatanong mo directly yung lecturer. Pero pwede naman. Kaya lang, people have to take turns now. And you really have to practice some sort of decorum na at the very least you raise your hands first para hindi nadadrown out yung Zoom, di ba? We use Zoom as a learning platform in our RFC Conversion Course. So, everything is done soft copy. So, mas madali ngayon actually dahil you don't have to print your financial plan and have it bound.
Habol ko pa yun.
Nahirapan ako dun, grabe.
Hardbound financial plan, di ba? Maghanap ka nung pwedeng gumawa ng rush.
Oo,
Kasi
totoo.
until the last day, maraming gumagawa pa rin sa deadline, di ba?
Meron nga po ako parang 5 versions nun. Kasi yung first 2 parang, ay, mali, hindi na-skip yung page. Kasi syempre gusto mo maganda. And then, parang ganun. So, around kong versions nun all over the house. Pero yeah. Enjoy. No, ganun pa rin ba, Kuya Ryan? Every day, may different topic na ano?
Hindi na siya every day. Every other day. It starts on a Monday, then Wednesday, and then, Friday and Saturday. So, 6 days na ano yun, na different schedule, iba-ibang. Well, normally a lecture would handle 2 nights. It normally starts at 4 p.m. and ends at 8 p.m.
Yes. By the way pala, yung RFC, sobrang tuwa pa ako doon. Lagi kong, mahilig akong mag-stories. Sinastory ko yung mga professors. Kasi, pagpasok mo sa class, mayroon doon yung, di ba, yung parang resume ng professor mo. Nakalagay yun part yun sa ano mo. And like, sobrang grabe yung experiences ng mga professors natin. Like, all leaders ng different, ng mga iba-ibang aspect ng financial industries, no? Merong insurance, meron sa bank, meron talaga yung, kay Sir Boyet, di ba? Talagang trust, talaga CTO, ganyan. So, talaga, parang grabe yung, bigatan talaga yung mga professors and sobrang expert nila dun sa tinuturo nila. Kaya ang sarap i-pick yung mind nila.
We have minutes left.
Speaking of Sir Boyet.
Speaking of Sir Boyet.
He's the current president of the IARC Philippines board.
Gamaliel
And
Benavides.
today happens to be his birthday.
Happy birthday, Sir Boyet!
Happy birthday, Sir Boyet.
Happy birthday!
Ang aming investment planning professor.
And trust
Resident
expert.
on trust, yeah.
Resident expert on trust. Galing.
Okay.
So, invite natin si Sir Boyet soon, diba? Dito, sasama siya sa atin.
Actually,
Of course.
actually siya yung first guest natin
Ayun.
next week.
Yes,
Oh, wow.
perfect.
Yan.
He is going to talk about the life insurance trust as an estate planning tool, which happens to be the next continuing education of our association.
Yes.
It will be
Life
on
insurance
October
trust.
21. Interesting yun. Ang ganda
October
ng
20
concept ng life insurance.
Kailan siya, Sir
November
Ren?
21.
November 20.
November 21,
21.
10 a.m. to 12 noon.
10 a.m. to 12 noon. Ayun, lahat tayo nandun, no?
So,
That's a Saturday,
oo,
right?
oo.
Yes.
We're required
Oh, that's a Saturday.
Required, oo. Nice. Oh yeah, sobrang yun nga yung maganda no. Laging lumalabas yung mga anything na parang pag may bagong lumalabas, talagang party yan ng CEs natin sa RFC. Tuloy-tuloy siya.
That's right.
Mm-mm.
I can't wait to see that, no?
So,
Yeah,
for
exciting.
those interested, by the way, to join, for those interested to join the webinar, there, I think it's in the announcement na, Lui, sa Facebook page natin kung paano mag-register, di ba? Through Webinar Jam. It's posted na.
I'll check. Yes, I think so.
So, for those who are interested, you simply scan the QR code on the screen, and then it will bring you to a registration page already.
Yes, perfect.
I'd like to ask something before we're up. Malapit na 5 minutes na lang. Viewers na siguro nagtataka, anong nasa loob ng RFC course? ano yung mga subjects na pwede namin makita? Is there an outline? Ano ba yung matututunan namin dyan?
So I guess I will be answering that question, Jan. No?
Sige.
So the first thing that you learn, of course, is there's an introduction to financial planning, and then you go through cash flow management, then risk management. The next session would be about the next module is about investment planning and management. It's covered by 2 days, and then retirement and education planning, which is covered by another 2 days. Estate planning and tax planning, another 2 days. Mm-hmm. And then 2 or 4 days, I think, 4 days of financial plan construction under Miss Grace Escobar, our esteemed mentor.
Yeah.
So, imagine the emphasis on the plan construction. 4 days ang devoted
Sarap ulitin,
to do the financial plan construction.
Review tayo. Tara, Louie.
Review tayo. Yes. And maganda lagi may refresher So,
yeah,
excited. Yes.
Actually, Grace and I are talking. We should offer some form of master class for existing members.
Yes.
Para level up ng mga natutunan natin sa financial planning.
Definitely.
Sa RFC Conversion Course.
Correct. Last thing siguro I wanna say na parang ang ganda nun kasi whenever I present to yung financial planning, the whole thing to my clients, ang daming nakikitang butas pa pala. Because there are a lot of things na hindi natin naiisip until nandyan na. The financial would make you see ano ba yung ahead. It would make you look in the future to see na parang, oo nga no, tama, may gastos dyan. One of those is actually estate planning, which would be on November 21, guys, 10 a.m. to 12 noon. Ayan.
Lahat ng details
I
nasa
wanna
page.
give the floor to you guys.
All the details ng mga events na
like
ni-mention nasa page siya. So, you can just check it out. Andun din yung mga pang-register. So, lahat din kami present dyan. Kasi yun talaga yung maganda sa RFC, no? Continuing education, tuloy-tuloy talaga yung learnings namin sa financial planning. And we want you to join us then, hopefully. So, you'll get to see kung gaano kagagaling yung mga professors. Yes.
Ayan. Any last words? Ayan, let's go to Sir André.
Well, in terms of the, aside from amazing professors and mentors in the association, one thing that I also like about our association is the members, especially the most active ones. You get as much as you also give. So, in my experience, in my practice, it feels so insular, right? It's just me in my trading terminal, and then my clients. That's it. I don't get to talk to other practitioners as much. And ever since joining the association and being so active, I also learned a lot about how other practitioners, RFC practitioners, actually go about their business. And I think that's one of the major differentiating factors, because we get to talk about how we all practice or how we all do our business. And I'm so excited to hear from our future guests, so that we could actually learn more about how they actually do their, how they actually run their business or do their practice.
Yeah. So, sabi nga ni Richard Nasuga na nasa Bicol right now, ayan, he's so happy with the course whenever he always says that when he consulted me for his financial plan. So, nasa Bicol siya right now. He's one of our latest participants. And he's online. He's listening
Hello.
in.
Oh, hi.
We have RFC Nancy Tan Lumbre.
Yeah.
RFC
Lizette,
Richard.
thank you for joining.
Yes.
Meron pa tayong listener from as far as Davao, ah.
Wow.
So na tayo? Kompleto na.
Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao.
Oh.
And also, alam mo, I want to add on, Andre, sa sinabi mo, the warmth. Grabe yung warmth. Every time papasok ako sa office before, tas yung pag may birthdays, naging family siya. You think na it's it is super professional, and grabe yung mga positions ng mga professors and all. Pero pag andun ka, it's just one big family, pa nagkikita, nagbebesuhan, yun talaga. Kaya ako, very loyal ako sa RFC kasi it's really my family. Yan, sila Miss Arlene, na nag-live kanina sa page natin.
Si Tita Arlene.
Yes.
Oo.
So, Tita
He
Arlene.
wanted us to emphasize about practice management. Yan
Yes.
is sa mga hallmark feature ng
Game.
RFC designation. Anyways,
Ayan.
moving on.
Yes, okay. John, wrap it up.
So again, guys, thank you for spending your time here in RFC Tuesday Podcast. Get to see more. As I told you earlier, we would be inviting the best and the brightest in the financial industry. So, ayan. Here, host again, I'm Coach John Dizon.
I'm Lui Baarde.
I am Ryan Daez.
And I'm André Obierez.
Saying it's better to be in the know than to be the last to know.
Thank you. Thank you so much. See you next Tuesday.
Thank you for joining our
Thank you for
first
joining
podcast.
us. On
See you all
time.
next
Yeah.
week.
See you next
Stay-
week.
Stay safe. Bye-bye.
Yay!
See you all next week.
God bless. Bye.
God bless. Bye-bye.